All right, man. New to college football. Of course, we're gonna play on the highest difficulty. Injury on. Quarter length at 8 minutes. Accelerated clock on. Minimum play clock. We're gonna put at 20 because we ran audibles and hot routes and stuff. Once you start playing CFB, you're gonna see that this is like way different than Madden. It's a pretty good game. They did a good job on changing the defense and making it where you can't just throw it to something that you know is going to be open because it's always open. Like the defense actually reacts. You might actually have to check on the rosters before you even play, guys. So we're going to go to the Dynasty settings. Pretty much same thing over. Make sure the coach can get fired because, we want to keep it realistic. I'm real anti-cheese, so I got to keep it real. All right, so now we're going to go through what schools we might pick. We're going to go to 5 stars, of course, first. It's only 3 of them: Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama. Might be a little too easy. Let's go to 4 stars. We like Oregon at green and yellow, Texas, UT. But maybe we might actually want to go to one of them lower schools, see what it's like to build a program like that. But we're just going to look around, see what the NIL, the facilities, how hard is it even to make a bad college become a national contender? That's something that probably is not going to be the easiest thing to do. And even schools that you would think would be higher up, like maybe Florida Gators, Auburn, they still find their way into the 3-star category. But, that's, I don't know how we feel about that. I think we might go back to, we're just going to look around. Let's look around, see what we got. A&M, Texas, UT, USC. I think I might like USC. USC might be a good one to go with. It's been a really good school historically, but they haven't really done anything, since Reggie Bush was there. Oregon. I think we're gonna go with USC. Yeah. Of course, we're going to be a head coach, but what are we going to be? We're going to be a motivator, OC, defensive coordinator. I don't know. I got to be a head coach. I don't need to be an offense coordinator. I'll look to see what they got. Like, okay, they're not that good, either one. But, I gotta run the whole thing. Coach is really good, but, I'm here now, so I'm going to be a motivator, a recruiter, or a tactician. I think I'm going to go as a recruiter. I think that's my best thing. All right, so we coming through baldy, regular pants. I'm not really feeling the long sleeve. Got to introduce myself, by the way. Benji Swish. That's going to be my first name, and my last name is Swish. This is my alias with all my sports games I do. Pretty much, we're pretty much just gonna keep it exactly USC. We even gonna use our alma mater as USC. Not really sure what the pipeline means, but we're gonna even make that USC. Well, we're gonna look through it for a little bit, but see what it even means. But I think our pipeline should be Southern California. We're already in it's a lot of talent out there, so let's see what we can do with that. So our demeanor, not classy. We're gonna be calm. That we like to keep it calm and collective. Stance, we're gonna keep it on play sheet. How are we gonna coach? I think we're gonna do matchup oriented, go off, just try to get the win, whatever's working for us that day. And we're either going to be a portal coach or we're going to be a developmental coach. Either way, our whole thing is we're going to try to make see, I'm so used to being in a franchise. College is different, so we're going to try to build up this dynasty to be what it used to be, back when, they were winning championships and stuff. Got to change the appearance. Nah, definitely don't want to leave. All right. What we doing? What we doing? Yeah, let's make a developmental appearance. Okay. Come through. All right, we might come with that look. Oh, should we go blonde dreads? Should we go blonde dreads? Nah, let's not go blonde dreads. Let's just go beard. You feel me, with the bathroom fade. We'll look a little bit, see what we got. What the options we got. Blonde dreads would be cool. It looks kind of crazy, but it looks very USC though. You know, for a player, not necessarily a coach, but for a player. Alright, yeah, we gonna keep it simple. We're gonna come through 6'3", about my size. We're gonna come through 6'3", 220, 225, making them muscular. You know, 225. We're gonna add about 15 pounds to the frame because we hang around a bunch of, you know, football players. Not a drip. All right, what we doing? I'm not feeling the red. The red and yellow is nice. But it's warm out there. It's nice. Every day is pretty nice. I like that right there. Change up the pants. Blue jeans, black pants, black shorts, joggers. Joggers is kind of crazy. I'm gonna go with the black pants. Good thing we at a Nike school, so we're gonna have some better shoes to pick from. Oh yeah, I like this little. Yeah, this a little better. I like this look a little better. All right, not really feeling those shoes. Oh, we got some J's. Okay, yeah, we definitely going J's. But let's see what we got. Okay, I got some options. Some Vomeros if I'm putting too many miles on my shoes. You know, keep the feet feeling good. Keep the back feeling good. But you know, if I was at practice, I would wear these. But because I'm just going to be wearing these at the game, I got to go. He got games, you know. Got to go J's. All right, I think that's about, I think we about done. All right, so past couple seasons we ain't been doing that good. 4-8, 11-3, 8-5, 7-6, 9-4. So this is a cool team to come to. We're really rebuilding. All we really got to do is beat UCLA by 3, win all our conference games, which would be tough, and make a national championship within our first 3 years. I think that's a pretty good contract, easy to sign. I'll sign that. Okay, now we starting the Dynasty. Already getting awards. Okay. Okay, Rainmaker, that's a coach ability. Nice one. Okay, hire staff, manage blueprints, set up recruiting, new board and scout, custom schedules, top stories. This is a lot. This is way more than franchise mode. Okay. All right, this is my first time playing college football, so we're gonna look at the staff slots. We got a lot of money to work with, so let's see, what are we gonna get? Recruiting operations department. Which one is this? Sports performance development. Senior director of player personnel. I like that one. I would definitely like to reduce NIL expectation. That sounds like something I'm gonna need. Okay, this is very different. It's a lot to learn. Yeah. All right, we're gonna. I think we're just gonna pick some stuff. That sounds good. Okay, something else. Let's not spend too much money here, cause I'm sure this helps, but I mean, organizations do win championships, but players win championships. So let's try to, Just find some stuff that we think is gonna help us out. Okay. Okay, recruiting assistant. Yeah, let's just get that too. We already got 3. I don't really think we need a 4th one, but let's just see. Nah, I don't need that. Okay, yeah, I don't need that. Okay, support staff management, program overview, facility management. Facility grade is already at A. We don't really need to add on to that. It's pretty state of the art. We'll look though. I mean, private chefs, floor mats. I mean, these guys got it good. Recruiting and IL, can't do that yet. So our budget overview. We're doing decent. Hope we didn't overspend. We'll find out over the course of this season. You know, we used to playing with pros, but college guys is a whole different game. These guys are getting paid and they getting scholarships. It's just a lot more going on. And they got the transfer portal. And now I got to recruit. Okay, I'm looking for guys out of high school now. Okay. Let's see, what does our school have to offer? We're a pretty top-notch school, you know, A+, B, B+, A+, A-, B, A+, A-, A. Really no reason not to come here, and we're a historic franchise. Let's see what the top classes are. Nobody has any recruits yet, so we don't really know. Let's look at the prospect list. We're going to try to bring in as many 4 and 5 stars as possible. And we're willing to spend money. So let's try to get guys that fit a certain kind of system we want to run. But most importantly, let's get the best talent we can get. Right now, we're trying to rebuild a college dynasty. So we're going to try to get the best talent we can get and mold our team towards that. We got to start with a quarterback. We got to find 4 quarterbacks. Our quarterback right now is a senior. Hopefully he can give us a solid season. We only need we got to have a good season. We got to win like 9 games at least, maybe even 10. Okay, let's pick a couple of these guys. Alright, let's check running backs. Okay, we got a couple 5 stars we could grab. We got 2 really good running backs as is. One of them's a sophomore, one of them's a senior, I believe. So we might not even need to look at these 5 stars, but why not? We're a top program. Some of these kids grew up wanting to go to USC. So let's try to stick with guys that are in our pipeline or even in our state. Okay. Our receivers. 10 and 11 guy. 6'5", 6'6". These guys should be playing basketball. Definitely gonna scout both of them. But you know, height might not be what I'm actually looking for. I might actually need to get guys who are agile, that can run routes and stuff like that. Just because they're tall doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna be good. These guys are pretty big. Coming out of high school at this size is kind of crazy. This guy's really small, 6'1", 166. But he might actually be a better pro though. Okay, let's check out some guards. Okay, these guys already kind of have some interest in us. I'm gonna stick with the guys that are already showing me some love. I'm gonna show a little bit of love to people that aren't really interested in USC, but for the most part, I'm gonna stay looking at that. Offensive line is a whole different thing to look out for, so you might just wanna have the big guys, but you definitely want to have the best offensive line you can, because they pretty much run everything. Don't have a good center or tackles, your quarterback will be on his back consistently. Okay, the edge. Okay, this guy is pretty. What's this guy? I like this guy. Position says athlete. Definitely gonna scout him. How you so? Your position says athlete. Okay, that's different. Definitely gonna look at him. And let's fill in these outside linebackers. Look for a Sam. Look for a Will. I'm over here trying to see this guy's attributes, like it works like that. It does not work like that. This is not Madden. Okay. Might want to get some guys out of JC. I might want to show the JC guys some love. They're probably a little older, heavier. Don't gotta develop them as much. This is where I'm definitely gonna be looking. Corners. Okay, I want to go for the top corners. Free safety. Top corners that were looking at us. Might have to go back and find that corner. The number 3 in his class. Free safety. Okay. Okay, we got a couple prospects. I like this guy from Florida though. I like a 6'2" free safety, one that can move. So let's just put all of them on a list. What else do we gotta find? Okay, we gotta just grab one more safety and 3 more quarterbacks. Athlete. That's really a position. Might just want to get a bunch of athletes. See which one that can throw the furthest. Get a couple that can catch. Okay, so let's fill out this quarterback thing. Gotta grab 3 more quarterbacks. You know, we're in college right now at USC. I don't know how long we'll be in college, but one of these guys that we recruit right now, he might be throwing passes for us if we ever get to the NFL. All we gotta do is make sure we have some good seasons, and then we'll see how that goes. The guy's gotta be good though. Definitely gotta be good. Gotta have potential. We don't wanna mess with anybody that does not have potential. And whoever this quarterback's gonna be is definitely gonna get redshirted next year. So they do not have to worry about hitting the ground running. Okay, exit recruiting. What else do we got? So now we gotta set up our recruiting board. I hope these aren't rankings, because I definitely want athlete at number 1. Want to look at the quarterbacks I have as options too. What do? We just look at his overview. Okay, we 6 on his list. Recruiting, scouting. Let's scout him. Not yet. Let's see if he's even worth it. Yeah, let's just scout him. It's pretty accurate. Can throw pretty well. Can he move though? Very average legs, but he can definitely sit in that pocket. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's just check these running backs. Okay, this guy cannot juke for nothing. Can he run you over? I don't know if I like him. Patrick Killings. Your name sounds crazy, so let's see what you got. 93 change of direction. Decent speed, but you can move. I like that. What else we got? I don't know how this works. I don't want to spend too much on these guys. Yeah, let's look at this guy. Okay. 81 finesse move, 82 pursuit, 90 acceleration, 89 hit power, 87 speed. Yeah, we're definitely you're gonna be a Trojan. We're gonna pay whatever it takes to get you here. 6'5", 248, and you from San Diego. Your expected NIL is 70. We're gonna double that. Whenever we get the chance, we're gonna double that. You're gonna be a Trojan. Okay. Okay, so the top classes still ain't changed. I guess that happens over the course of the season. We're gonna see who recruited the best. So let's see the top stories. No stories yet. Heisman favorites. We got no players up there. Okay, we could go back. We can advance. Some ahead. Yeah, let's get to that week 1. Let's see who we got. On week 1. Okay, got some more expectations right there. And San Jose State. Easy one. Let's get it.